I have a question. Does anyone know how to actually use these things? Because I seriously have no idea.
As the altcoins prepare for a potential repeat of summer 2019 and summer of 2020, is it possible that the alts springboard crypto and prevent a devastating Bitcoin bear market? As professional traders state that a rejection from 35,000 could indicate a move to, you guessed it, 34,000 US dollars. Has the market experienced enough pain? While Bitcoin prepares to exit this short-term triangle, is Bitcoin headed for a breakout or a thick mommy makeout? But this pattern right here is even bigger and more insane than you could ever imagine. I'm your host, Tommy Tickle Me Timbers, and this is fake, but boy oh boy, this analysis is going to absolutely blow your mind, guys. We have so much to be jumping into with Bitcoin on this chart, as there are multiple different breakout triangles being formed right now, and the breakout targets are absolutely jaw-dropping. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, turn on these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. And without any further Mr. Magoo, let's dump on in. Absolutely insane. So here we have an actual article titled Bitcoin Price Prediction, Failure to Return to 35,000 US dollar levels would bring Bitcoin sub $34,000 into play. Absolutely insane analysis here. Basically, if Bitcoin is unable to hold above 35,000, yes, you guessed it, it could go all the way down to 34,000 US dollars. Just very big news I wanted to bring at you right away here for Bitcoin, guys. But we actually do have a lot shaping up on some of these shorter time frames as well. And boy, I hope Bitcoin does something soon, because I'm absolutely losing my mind here. If we take a look at the DXY, take a peek at this, still just kind of holding right above 92.5. Going to be very key over this month to see which direction the DXY decides to slingshot. But guys, here's one of the major stories before we get into the Bitcoin analysis, and that's this. The altcoin market is showing strength. DeFi, right? Probably one of maybe the most useful things that crypto is going to bring us. It's currently bringing us, whether it comes to staking, lending, whatever it is. What a infinitely better choice than storing your money in a bank and earning 0.0000001% over 3,000 years. Absolutely much better opportunity here. And I think, again, this is something that most people are sleeping on, even though we are seeing the numbers of people staking their coins rise, especially over the last 2 months as we've been in this bearish trend. It's a way of earning interest, like earning your crypto, and lending as well. It's just a very positive thing that the more people learn about, the more excited they get. You're earning crypto for literally doing nothing except securing the network and staking. So the advantages of this are absolutely very, very positive, very interesting, and I think the more people learn about it, the more attractive the more attractive crypto as a whole will be. Because I think for the most part, again, most people aren't aware that you can even, do all of this cool decentralized financial stuff with cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people just think all cryptocurrency is Dogecoin and baby Dogecoin and Shiba Coin and baby Shiba Coin or whatever. Just garbage. But there's actual useful coins that do more for you financially than any bank has ever done. And again, unfortunately, I think, hopefully baby Dogecoin and all those coins absolutely go away forever, and we can start focusing the community as a whole and teaching like very actual beneficial things for people. But in the meantime, yeah, is it possible that we're going to see something very similar to like what we saw the last 2 summers? We've actually had very nice alt rallies in the past 2 years here. We had a very nice rally that led Bitcoin all the way up to 14,000 from 4,000 back in the summer of 2019. And then I'm sure everyone remembers, if you've been here for the last year, DeFi summer of 2020, it was action-packed. We saw, after that March crash in 2020, we saw so many altcoins benefit immensely and really just kick up a lot of interest in things like staking, lending, and stuff like that. I think that's really last year was the big exposure to that. And are we seeing altcoins starting to lead this recovery? Again, still way too early to tell, but obviously Ethereum and some top alts are actually doing well, getting back above their 21-day moving averages. And again, the next big test, especially for Ethereum, is breaking that 50. It's going to be happening on the altcoin, the entire altcoin market cap chart as well. But that's going to be a very big test. We're only, we're not that far away from it. So I think we're going to be approaching that this month, and that will be a very decisive factor if it can kind of bring Bitcoin out of a rut here. Because all of the innovation, some very important things, again, like DeFi, all of that is being done on coins that are not Bitcoin. So it would make sense that the fundamentals of some of these coins could actually help lead and the discovery by a lot of people of these coins could actually help lead crypto out of this rut and give it some nice fundamental juice for bullishness, as people understand that it's smarter to keep your money in something that earns you a lot of interest month after month, as opposed to banks, which really have so little benefit. And if we look here on the Bitcoin chart, daily chart as well, not much to say on this daily chart, holding the exact same levels. However, we go to the 1 hour chart, there's a pretty clear week-long triangle formation. It's going to be climaxing within the next 4 days or so. But even bigger, if we go to this 4 hour chart, this is a 2-month long triangle. Okay, we've had that little move above it when we broke above the 21 DMA right here on this chart, and we had a little move below it, but this is the 4 hour. We did not even get a single 4 hourly close below it here on June 22nd, and then a couple days later on June 26th, we had a couple candles, but for the most part, just been respecting this bottom line here. We have touches here, 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 all of those places, and then obviously on the top, quite a large amount of touches as well. And it was actually trying to hold it for support, which failed there. And and so this is almost a 2-month long pattern. So again, you're wondering when the volatility might increase. This, I think, is going to be very important to watch, as we've also just been trading within this descending channel here. But you can see a pretty nice difference lately over the past week, is we seem to be forming, this triangle kind of right above this descending channel. And again, that's this triangle here, but this is it on the 6 hour chart. So what is actually happening here is pretty impressive, because we're now squinching and squeezing this triangle in between the two biggest resistance and support zones that Bitcoin has had over the past month. That $30,000 to $32,000 range and that $35,000 to $37,000 range. Just two massive ranges that Bitcoin has not been able to find any volume or any momentum in. And again, we're seeing the volume it's absolutely going out the window. So nothing just yet. We're seeing volume just diminish and diminish. Because, even taking a look at this, look at May 19th. Look at that May 19th volume. Again, that just screams bottom. That just screams bottom. Absolutely. This was the crash in March of 2020. You see the volume almost exactly as high as back then. And was this a bottom indicator? You bet your bottom it was a bottom indicator. And the same amount of volume almost, the last comparable amount, again, was May 19th. Why I still believe, absolutely, that we have hit the bottom, even though we're still within, unfortunately, a sideways trading boring range. I do think that the bears have kind of run out of momentum. If they're able to manage to push Bitcoin below 30K again, I strongly believe that they will not be able to keep it there for more than a day or two. Look, every time they pushed it below 30K, guys, look what happened. Immediate bounces where the dailies did not even close below 30K. Okay, it's just been having immediate bounces there. So if you're going to make a bearish case, sure, maybe they could push it back below 30K again, but really, do you think that it's going to stay there? Common sense and historical data, and even just looking at these charts, would scream at you, no, they can barely keep it below 30. Well, they can't keep it below 30K, and you expect them to keep it below 20K for what? 5 months plus, a year plus? You've got to be absolutely kidding me. That makes absolutely zero sense. And I just have no idea how anybody could look at a chart like this and think, yes, we're going to enter a bear market for the next 2 years where Bitcoin is going to be below 20K. Okay, if you really think that's going to happen, go ahead. I'll just buy as much Bitcoin and crypto as I can. But the chances of that are just so astronomically low. It makes absolutely no sense. And there's not a single credible person in the space that will tell you that. The only people that are telling you that are Twitter accounts with 5 followers and a cartoon picture, pretty much saying 20K imminent, 15K imminent. But of course, it's not going to be anyone credible or anybody that actually has a reputation or anything to uphold. And we're slowly starting to see this weekly chart kind of curve around a little bit. At the very least, I do expect we're going to be getting a pump. Even worst case, let's say we do get lower prices. Again, I still think it's very likely, first, we're going to be seeing a pump to the upside, as really well illustrated on this weekly chart. There's been no substantial pumping whatsoever, and it's also better illustrated on this chart, this daily chart, where, as you can see, it's been trending sideways and down only. Really no moves to the upside, except for 3 days in the middle of June. 3 days after which we got one of the largest dumps of this last 2 month dumping. What is this? 41,000 down to 28. So another what is this, like a 30% dump over a week or so. So yeah, for the most part, it's just been beaten down. We have bullish divergence still in this daily, so it'll be very interesting. Again, I think we're going to be getting an upside move very shortly here, and I think one of the best places to look is probably going to be within this pattern. I think it is very likely that we will get a move one way or the other. But guys, we also have to keep in mind there's so much resistance above us that even with a bullish breakout of a pattern like this, or even a bigger pattern like on this 4-hour chart, which is a 2-month consolidation, even if we do get bullish breakouts, it's not just going to be straight to the moon afterwards. There's going to be a lot of resistance on the way up. We've built up a good amount of support over the past 2 months, but we've also built up a pretty good amount of resistance. Now, for the first time in history, above 30,000 US dollars. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, this is absolutely time-sensitive alerts. Make sure to get your bonuses, your TA, your hardware wallets in the description below. A lot of good offers there. Here we go, guys. It's been absolutely exciting the past 2 months. Absolutely insanely insane price action. But without any further ado, that's it for me. Bye bye.